I'm Assistant Sports Information Director Davin Wilson, and thanks for joining us today on Averett University's 101. I'm joined here today by men's and women's tennis head coach Bert Poole. Bert, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Davin.
Yes, sir. And the men's team picked up its first conference win on Sunday, really behind a strong performance in doubles action where you swept doubles play 3-0. Given your emphasis on doubles play, how impressed were you with that performance?
Well, I was very impressed and very happy to see the quick start that we've had in doubles since August. I've been talking about doubles every day. We really emphasize it. We work on it every day. And so this spring we've actually won 7 out of 9 doubles matches that we played. So really happy with that. Really happy that the guys have bought into the idea of how important doubles is and how important it is to our success. And so I'm very impressed, but I'm not satisfied either. We got to constantly get better, and that's something we talk about every day.
Okay. And Hannah Madsen and Heidi Sarkinen both picked up a combined 3 victories in the conference opener on the women's side against Maryville College on Sunday. How impressed were you with the play of the duo?
Well, again, very impressed. Heidi is a spring recruit, so she's only been here a few months. So Hannah has not had a lot of time to get used to playing doubles, and they haven't got used to playing doubles with each other. It's been a very short time, and they've done very well. I think they're getting a lot more confidence and comfortable together as a team, and it showed from match to match. So couldn't be happier with the results.
Okay. And both teams take on Guilford College on Friday. What are going to be some of the things that both teams are going to have to do to be able to ensure success against a tough squad?
Yeah, they are tough. Guilford's got a good men's and women's teams. They have some pretty good depth, so they will create a challenge for us for sure. So I think we're up to it. I think preparation's always the key. We've got to prepare well, just like we do against all the schools. And coming off of a spring break, I think, is the biggest challenge. We have to be mentally ready to compete when we get there. But knowing our players, men's and women's, I think we'll be up to the challenge. We'll be ready to go on Friday.
Okay. And you're halfway through your first year as the head coach here at Averett. What are some of the lessons that you've learned so far?
I think the biggest adjustment or lesson I think I've thought about quite a bit is allowing our players to be individuals within certain parameters, of course, but also being very good teammates. And I think sometimes it's easy for a coach to put everybody into a mold and thinking of the team and only the team. But these are individuals, and you need to give them the space to be individuals. And you're trying to balance that idea between not putting them in a mold, but also making them be aware that they need to be good teammates and put the team first. That's been a challenge and something I work on every day.
Okay. And Oliver Lindquist and James Wright have gone undefeated so far this season in doubles action.
Yeah.
What makes these two so hard to defeat?
Well, there's a lot of, gosh, I could go on for 20 minutes. There's a lot of reasons, but the biggest reason is they do the 2 most important things very well. They both serve very well, and they both return serve very well, and they are the 2 most important things in doubles. They're really comfortable with each other. They've learned how to work together really well, but they also have a very good blend of power and finesse. They can both really bang the ball. They move a lot. They put a lot of pressure on their opponents. But they can also hit a lot of touch shots. They can hit drop angle volleys. They can hit lobs. They can hit angle ground strokes. They really have a great variety of shots out there that really keeps their opponents on their heels. So they've done very well, and they're really fun to watch.
Okay. And we've talked about, Sarkinen and Madsen in doubles play, but she's also been off to a hot start in singles play as well. What makes her so hard to defeat in singles action?
Well, she's a very, very good player. That's the big reason. That's the obvious reason. She's also a very cool customer. She keeps her cool. She manages her emotions very well, and she's just a very steady performer out there. She's got a lot of experience, and she's got a lot of weapons. She's a tough player. I guess about a week ago we played a match, and she had beat her opponent pretty easy. And I think I kind of felt bad for the girl because she did well. She played tough and kept her head and everything, but she got beat pretty soundly. And later I came up to the girl and I told her, you know, you did very well. I told her you played well, you competed well, you're a good player. And she said, you know, I really enjoyed playing her. She's a nice person. And that made me really happy because I thought, well, this is that's good to hear. And not only is she a really good player, but she represents Averett really well. And I think she's going to have a great career here.
Okay. And James Wright has gotten off to an undefeated start in singles action on the men's side. How impressed have you been with him?
Yeah, you know, everybody goes through their ups and downs. Nobody is immune to that in tennis. And James had a few struggles through the fall, and we made adjustments on his backhand ground stroke, how he returned serve, and he really came out of that with a lot of confidence. He's playing really well. He's playing a different style, a more aggressive style than he had in the fall, and he's just brimming with confidence and just playing great every day. Even in practice, he's solid every single day. So it's really fun watching James Wright play these days.
All right, well, Bert, we appreciate you joining us today. Thanks for taking the time.
My
I know you're a busy man in the spring. So, and Cougar fans, we appreciate you tuning in at home. And once again, I'm Assistant Sports Information Director Davin Wilson, and we hope you'll join us again next week on Averett University's One-on-One.